I'd like to call the October 20th, 2022 voting session to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Colleen, will you please call roll? Mr. Ambrose? Bloom?
Here.
Mr. Senzo?
Here.
Mr. King?
Here.
Mr. Moab?
Here.
Mr. O'Neill?
Here.
Mr. Ross?
Here.
Mr. Ritzky?
Here.
Scott Castro? Here.
Yeah, there was an executive session held immediately prior to the meeting to discuss potential claims, security issues, and potential litigation. So,
Right, so we were gonna go on.
I don't have anything to say.
Okay, thank you.
Breeze through it.
Just, thank you. Right. Minutes, number one, to approve the combined voting session minutes from the September 14th, 2022 meeting. That can be found on attachment A. Do I have a motion? Mr. Bloom?
Second. Second.
Mr. Ross, any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mr. King, Treasurer's report.
Following bills and reports are submitted for approval. Number one, confirm the September 2022 general fund payments in the amount of $1,393,880.99. Attachment B. Number two, confirm the September 2022 cafeteria fund payments in the amount of $11,045.55. Attachment C. Number three, confirm the September 2022 construction fund payments in the amount of $56,556.23. Attachment D. To approve the September 2022 Berkheimer report. Attachment E. I'll make that motion.
second.
Mr. Zaritsky seconds. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Agenda items under the board policy. Number one, motion to approve a payment in lieu of tax pilot agreement for years 2020 through 2025 in the amount of $12,500 per year with the West Penn Allegheny Health System for the AHN Cancer Institute Beaver located at 81 Wagner Road, Center Township. Number two, motion to approve an updated appraisal to be performed by James White to be utilized in the 2022 assessment appeal filed by Coles at the cost of no more than $2,000. I make that motion.
Second.
Mr. Moab seconds. Any questions?
I have a comment. There's a typo here. I think it's 2035, not 2025.
Oh,
I apologize for that.
15-year.
Yes,
any other things?
it's down from the original 30-year request.
Okay, 30 years.
So it's 15 now. Sorry.
That's okay.
No, and you also had mentioned last week that if anything changes hands with that, it voids the.
Correct. It would void it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Mr. O'Neill?
We have no contracts at this time.
Mr. Ross, education.
And to approve the 2022-23 supplemental positions, that would be attachment F. Two, to approve, confirm the release time, staff development request. You have the conference and location listed on the right, on the left-hand column. The middle of the individual or individuals attending them, and the dates on the right column. So moved.
Seconds. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Technology, Mr. Moab?
Just quickly, we did have a technology meeting today with the technology committee prior to the board meeting. Myself, Mr. Zaritsky, Mr. Senzo are on the technology committee. Ms. Belcastro and Dr. Perry were there, and Mr. I. Miller presented. Basically, we reviewed the measures we have in place that the district has in place to prevent any cyber attacks He also reviewed what the plan would be to restore operations in the case of a worst case scenario. Most of that information are things we don't wish to share publicly, but suffice to say, there are great plans in place for preventative measures and to restore operations if something were to happen.
Thank you. Mr. King, athletics.
Number one, to approve the following winter coaching staffs and stipends pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances. First column is the sport and the coaches' names. Second column is their positions, and the third column is the stipends. Number two, preliminarily approve the varsity softball team for a spring trip to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, March 29th, 2023 through April 2nd, 2023, attachment D. Number three, to approve the following high school sponsors for intramural bowling 2022-23 school year, up to 100 hours and a total of $12 an hour. So moved.
Second.
Mr. Zelinski, seconds. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mrs. DeCenzo, extracurricular activities.
Mayorally approve a high school band trip to Chicago, March 16th, 2023 through March the 19th of 2023. See attachment H. I'll make the motion.
Second.
Mr. O'Neill, seconds. Any
Aye.
questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Building and grounds, Mr. Zaritsky.
Number one, to approve and confirm the following building usage request as you see presented. Number two is to approve the following change orders related to the construction project. Or the general construction contract. We're looking at a motion to approve change order GC2 for Center Grange, moving of existing concrete foundations in order to lay a new sanitary line in the amount of $6,858. Motion to approve change order GC3 for Center Grange, a credit presented for the water line revisions discussed and approved by the Water Authority and the Fire Department in the amount of $13,135, and a motion to approve GC4 for Center Grange to provide 2 brick courses in lieu of 1 split face course around the exterior perimeter of the buildings in the amount of $4,582, which was all discussed last week, and I will make that motion.
Mr. Bloom, seconds. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Personnel items, Mr. Bloom.
Need to approve Gladys Spencer as a cafeteria general worker, 2 3/4 hours at a rate of $12.50 an hour in accordance with the agreement effective October 3rd, 2022, pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances. Number 2, to approve Lindsay Lassiter as a cafeteria general worker, 3 1/4 hours at a rate of $12.50 an hour in accordance with the CVSD agreement effective October 19th, 2022. Pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances. Number 3, to approve of the resignation of Tony Del Russo, custodian, effective September 26, 2022. Number 4, to approve an FMLA request for a cafeteria worker from September 19th, 2022 to October 27th, 2022. Number 5, to approve the resignation of Beverly Chrisman, 2.5-hour cafeteria general worker, effective October 17th, 2022. I so move.
Second.
There wasn't anything else, right? Here.
That's it.
Okay. Mr. Ross, seconds. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. And finance, Mr. Ambrose isn't here. So number 1, to approve the audit report for the Central Valley School District for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2022, as presented by Cipher and Cipher, certified public accountants. I will make that motion. Mrs. DeCenzo, seconds. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Rachel, anything from you? Okay. Dr. Hey,
I'm following Rachel's lead. I'm not saying it.
board members, Mr. Zaritsky,
Thanks, Mr. Miller, for the presentation.
Mr. Bloom,
Nothing at this time.
Ms. Ross. Oh, this is.
I thank Mr. Miller for his presentation.
Mr. O'Neill.
Yeah, likewise, Ed, and when's your contract up?
Oh, geez.
Mr. King.
Don't have anything.
Sorry, but very quickly, the third day enrollment numbers from the IU. I looked at them. I got them from Dr. Rosendale. We have 5 students enrolled in kindergarten at Baden Academy this year. This comparison, Hopewell, who has all day kindergarten, has 6. So it's looking at the numbers.
I have nothing other than thank you, Mr. Miller, for your hard work in that presentation. So if there isn't anything else, I would take motion. Mr. Zaritsky, Mr. King seconds, all in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.